What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Duga, coming at y'all with another video, man. And today I'm going to talk about the breaking news. The Houston Texans have traded all-pro defensive end Jadeveon Clowney to the Seattle Seahawks, yo. Which obviously means the Philadelphia Eagles will not trade for Jadeveon Clowney. Now, I know a lot of people really wanted Clowney, but I was one of those people where it's like, if we get him, cool, but I wasn't all in, like, just really head over heels wanted us to get him. For the simple fact that I didn't want to give up one of our valuable offensive linemen. I didn't want to give up Nelson Aguilar. And not to mention, I'm not sure that I mean, he's a great athlete, bro. Former number one pick in the draft, freakish athlete, yo. But it's like I wasn't 100% sure that he was gonna just come in and dominate like people feel like he would have. His first few couple of years with the Houston Texans, he was borderline a bust. Now the last couple of years, he's produced, and he's a solid player against the run also. But in that scheme, he's more of like a 3-4 stand up. Well, I feel like he's best fit as a 3-4 stand up rush in, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to put your hand in the dirt, 4-3 defensive end, go get the quarterback. And not to say that it couldn't possibly work because we do run a wide nine technique where he could have used his speed a lot. I just don't think the assets was worth it, man. Now I get it. I know Nelson Aguilar is entering his last year, his contract also, but I like Aguilar, man. At least for this season, yo. Like while we got him for one more season, let's use him. Let's get the best out of him in that slot position with a trio of receivers of Aguilar, Jeffrey, you know what I'm saying, and Deshaun Jackson. Not to mention, I didn't want to give up none of our offensive linemen, yo. I know there was reports that at first they maybe wanted Lane Johnson. I'm just like, no, like we can't let go of Lane Johnson, man. Then there was some reports where they'll settle for like a Big V and a Nelson Aguilar. And I just love the way this team is constructed now. I feel like Derek Barnett, by him, him being healthy, I think Barnett is a solid defensive end. Obviously, we know Brandon Graham is a good defensive end. And when now what you got Fletcher Cox, you got Malik Jackson on the side of Fletcher Cox now, and Tim Jernigan as like your third D tackle. With those two guys, I mean, they should get a lot of push up front where it'll allow your defensive ends like a Brandon Graham and a Derek Barnett on the outside to get to the quarterback, yo. A couple of years ago when we won the Super Bowl, not granted, I know we had Chris Long also, and we don't have Chris Long no more. But we had Brandon Graham, Vinny Curry, Derek Barnett was like our top three defensive ends, yo. Deshaun Hall, we gonna see later on the 53-man roster. If he makes the roster, he could be a decent number 4 defensive end, yo. Granted, I know people gonna be like, oh well, he was playing against backups all preseason, and I get that. But for a guy, he was a high, like a mid-round draft pick. So it's not like he was some guy who doesn't have any type of talent. And like I said, with the interior pressure you gonna get from Fletcher Cox and Malik Jackson and Timmy Jernigan, it'll help your defensive ends, collapse the pocket and get pressure on the quarterback. I think the biggest reason why a lot of people felt like we wanted Jadeveon Clowney is because they concerned with Derek Barnett's injury history, yo. And granted, it's a real concern, but if Derek Barnett is healthy, Derek Barnett is a top 15 draft pick, yo. Derek Barnett will be okay. You feel me? Derek Barnett could get the job done, man. I didn't want to let go none of our offensive linemen or any of our receivers for Jadeveon Clowney, and he's a really good player, yo. But I just felt like it wasn't worth it. You know, now for Seattle, that's a great pickup for Seattle. By the fact they just lost Frank Clark. That's a great pickup for those guys. And it's interesting because we will play the Seahawks at home this season. So we gonna get to see Jadeveon Clowney first hand up front, you know what I'm saying? But I'm satisfied with the way our roster is now, man. Like I really am satisfied with the way our roster is. And the fact that we didn't pull the trigger lets us know that Howie values this roster also. Granted, you're gonna entertain it because he's a great athlete, but at the end of the day, Howie, like man, Howie, it lets me know Howie is not he's comfortable with the assets we have, and he felt like it was just too much for Houston wanted out of the deal. So I'm good with the way we are, yo. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Go on, hit the like button for your boy and give me a subscribe, man. I'm gonna have Philadelphia Eagles content throughout the year. Also on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Pacific, I will do a live Q&A. Come on there, ask me anything, and I'll also answer your questions and shout you out, yo. Y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.